Today on Suncoast View, new voters have only a few days left to register, and there's a new polling place in Newtown. We'll discuss.
Linda loves mermaids and she loves jewelry. So we're going to combine her two loves with a local artist teaching us to make mermaid-inspired jewelry.
I also love live theater, and West Coast Black Theater is here today to preview their summer family musical comedy. We'll have all that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Nate Jacobs, Artistic Director of West Coast Black Theater Troupe.
Glad to be back, my friends.
Yes,
always a great time. Yes.
You have some big things going on at the theater. I know we've talked before, and really for the last year or so, about your Heart and Soul campaign. But I hear there's kind of an exciting update.
Yeah, we announced a $6 million capital campaign. We're now at 6.5.
So that's a big deal.
Yes, we are
raised
thrilled.
more money than you started to.
Yes. So the whole project is renovating our whole entire campus. We have finished one building, which is our new administration and our education building and a rooftop entertainment patio. Now we're going into the theater, so we want to extend our goal so to make sure we can get a phenomenal edifice for our shows and the work that we do on stage. Because you got the lighting systems, you have the sound system, you have a lot of more complicated things that going into the theater space. So Julie and I, the executive director, just want to make sure we have enough. And we also are establishing an endowment for the company, so that it can be perpetually taken care of throughout the future. So I'm thrilled over the wonderful embracing of the community of our vision and the theater and this incredible capital campaign.
Oh yeah, and we need that theater. Perfect too.
Yeah, I'm just happy to go from as the founder, never thinking we would have a home at all, and to be where we are today, I'm just walking on a cloud. It's just amazing.
Well, congratulations on part one being so successful, and good for you for raising the bar a little bit for the next part.
Thank you. We need help, so let's do this in a hurry.
All right, so good. You are so good. That's why it's happened.
Exactly, and we are looking forward to a preview performance as well of the big family musical. So looking forward to seeing more about that. All right, we're going to see who's in the kitchen today. We are always happy to have Sam from Tsunami Sushi with us, especially on a Friday. What are we making today?
Today we are doing sushi towers, so we've got a couple variations, but it's a fun recipe and it looks awesome.
All right, it certainly does look very nice, so we'll be looking forward to that. Speaking of Friday, I know what everybody should be up to tonight. Friday Fest at the Van Wezel. Yes. Okay, we're going to keep our fingers crossed for good weather, but it goes on, rain or shine, and some good music going on as well. It is Reverend Barry and the Funk.
Oh, they're so good.
Coming up tonight. Yep, one of the big popular groups in town. It goes 5 to 9. As always, admission is free. Rain or shine, the show goes on as well. So come on out, enjoy the community, your neighbors, and get to see Linda. And
say hello to everybody at the ABC7 booth.
Cool. Exactly. So that's one of the great things about summer. Nice to see those big crowds at Van Wezel.
The sun's setting, the band's playing, boats are pulling up to watch. It's just Sarasota.
Oh, it's like all of the Suncoast meeting in one. You know, you have the live music and the outdoors and then the boats, and it's great.
So
and Linda.
And it's free.
Exactly.
Well, lots of people from ABC7.
So put that on the to-do list for tonight. And Joey, you've got an update on something else pretty exciting happening in town this weekend.
Yes. All right. So we love Sinbad, the legendary comedian Sinbad, and he has come to play with us in years past. So he is actually stopping by our studio a little later on for some fun and games. He's up for some fun games in the past. We're going to be playing with them again. And we are actually going to offer those fun and games to you as a web exclusive. If you go to suncoastview.com, you can also visit us on Facebook. You can catch our game with Sinbad. Then you can go catch him at McCurdy's this weekend. He's got 2 shows on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday, and an evening show on Sunday. So lots of opportunities to see him, and you can get your tickets at McCurdy's. But you'll definitely want to see, he is a fun guy, so I can't wait until a little later when we get to play with him.
Who knows what he's going to come up with?
Yes. When a lot of these big comedians, come in, you never know how flexible they'll be, or if they only want green M&Ms, or what their deal will be. And he's one of the nicest and coolest.
And you have to say we're a family show.
Yes, that's right. That's right. You remind them in the beginning, but he's great. He plays along. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Big honor that he's coming by. We're excited about that, and that he actually called Les McCurdy and said, "Hey, I'm free. hey, a couple months ago, do you have a weekend for me? So, they asked to come be here in Sarasota, which we really, really love.
How cool
so
is that?
kudos to McCurdy's for that. All right, it is time for our first hot topic, and you only have a few more days to register to vote in the August 28th primary. Newtown residents will have a new voting location. So the Newtown community can now vote at the North Sarasota Library. To get the word out, Progressive Sarasota will be holding a voter registration drive this weekend. Expect to see them knocking on doors. There will also be booths set up at 2 Newtown barber shops to register people to vote. North Sarasota Library has been a voter location in the past, but closed due to low turnout. So now Progressive Sarasota is doing their part to change that.
Oh, I went there many times to vote, and it was so easy just to walk in and walk right back out. Didn't take but a few minutes. I'm glad they're open again.
Well, and there's this whole big push, obviously, to let everybody know all the different ways you can vote and to vote early. So maybe, areas that didn't vote early before, the game may have changed now, because now we know that people are learning all the different opportunities that they have. And I also think people are a little more fired up and wanting to vote.
Right.
So,
Well, you used to have to go downtown to one location, wait in line, find a parking place. Now you don't. They're very close by you.
tell your job you're going to be late, because usually there were so many people
Right.
waiting outside that it
You
would
can
take
only
forever.
tell them that once.
Yes, exactly. So
Well,
this
and I
is
like
great.
making it easy because I'm easier for Newtown residents so that they have the representation that they deserve, because turnout percentage-wise is low in that area. So I like that, Sarasota's looking at that and saying, well, let's make it as easy as possible to get the vote out in that community.
And if you don't have an early polling spot, then turnout's going to stay low.
Yes,
if you don't
right,
give
yes.
people opportunities to vote. And I can tell you what, I live in Southgate. I don't want someone in another neighborhood voting for my neighborhood.
Right.
So
Right,
I think every
right,
neighborhood
right.
should be heard. I'm very happy for
Yeah,
this.
so it's no excuse. Get out and vote. Vote,
Yes.
vote.
Yep, August 28th is the primary, and you got to get the sign up done by early next week. Well, as college costs continue to skyrocket, many schools are now offering alternatives to traditional loans thanks to the burgeoning student debt. One is called an income share agreement. So we'll pay your tuition and you pay us back a percentage of your future salary. The schools are trying to reduce the financial barriers that stop students from getting a degree. Now, with this income sharing, the students pay back a salary percentage for a set period of time. It's also said to help motivate the schools to get graduates high-paying jobs. That way the schools get their investment back more quickly.
Of course, if the student gets a low-paying job, he won't have to pay back very much.
Well, there's definitely a little bit of a gray area.
Everybody's a loser in that place.
Right. I mean, I'm all about taking the pressure off of student debt because I think it's
Right.
getting out of control to
Oh,
expect
yes.
people in their mid-20s to be making these massive
Exactly,
payments when they can barely pay rent.
And they're paying them in their 40s.
Right.
Yeah, and beyond. I like all that there's more options. This makes me a little nervous, though, because when you start school, that's a decision you're going to be making right then that, oh, yeah, sure, I'll give you a percentage. I know that some student financial aid offices will just throw forms in front of you. And so you're signing off on loans without really thinking about what you're paying back
Yeah.
at the end.
Well, what about an actor? You're not going to graduate from college and have a high-paying theater
it's like
job.
my daughter. She went to Howard University. She's now in Los Angeles trying to begin her career. And the first thing she said, Dad, I got to figure out how I'm going to start paying my loans back. And I was like, oh. Because I'm helping her
Right.
to get her
Get
life
going.
started.
Yes.
And so that's the first major issue when they get out of college. Not how I'm going to kind of live and eat. It's like how I'm going to get this money back to this school and do
Right.
this loan thing. So it's like you said, it's a real big wall
Yes.
stepping right into the reality of starting life on their own.
Yep.
To try to figure out. And a lot of students never had a bill, so they're really stressed out
Yeah.
for the first time of this bill that's coming to their
I get it.
apartment saying, you got to pay us back. So it's a real
Or
big
bad things
issue.
happen.
Yes.
I mean, in some ways, this deal is not much different than giving somebody a credit card because you're still like signing off saying, okay, yeah, I'll give you
Right.
some of my money going forward.
In the future. And you really think when I started college, I thought I'd be rich once
Oh,
I
yeah.
graduated.
Right?
And then those bills
I'm
started
still
showing
waiting.
up.
I'm still waiting.
Reality of, oh my God, I got to take care of myself. I got to buy my own food.
Yeah, anything we can do to help. It's definitely a broken
Yes.
system at
We've
this
got
point.
to figure this out.
I
Yes.
agree. So Hamilton fans may be able to get a break on ticket prices.
Really?
When it comes to the silver screen, Nate, I drew you in with that one. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Broadway show could be coming to movie theaters just the way people see it on Broadway. That means it will not be an adaptation. It would be a recording of the show with the original cast from 2016.
Oh,
and that
I'd
would
love that.
include show creator Lin-Manuel Miranda in the lead role.
I love that, but it's still not like seeing it
Absolutely
live in
not.
person.
Sure.
It's not like the theatrical experience, but that's a good way to get it exposed to more people who cannot afford those ticket
Right.
prices.
Which are
in New
still
York.
unbelievable
Yes.
because I actually just checked.
And I
Yeah.
would rather see it as it's done on stage than to see them make a movie adaptation where they put
Right.
it in
I agree with
realistic settings. Like they did this with Rent right before Rent closed, and it was
yeah,
on
right.
Netflix. You could see Rent live on Broadway,
Ooh,
and it
I
was
might wanna
you
do
know
that.
it's got the wide shots in the theater, but it's got a bunch of close-ups and everything, and it
Okay.
is the next best thing I think to see.
Oh,
being
I'm
there.
looking forward to that. I would love that, but
Yeah.
I'd still rather see it live.
Yeah,
Right.
do.
No, I think we all would, but it does certainly spread it to a lot more people that just honestly don't have the
Right.
finances to do it, so us included. So Quentin Tarantino's movie of the Manson family murders is now getting support from some of the victims' family. Sharon Tate's sister initially said that she's been frustrated that she was not contacted about the project. It's titled Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But once she spoke with Tarantino, she has had a change of heart. Deborah Tate previously said that this film was irresponsible if you don't contact the family. Do we think that families need to weigh in on biopics?
Yes. I mean, they should definitely have a say. I had one of the local papers write an article about a part of my history, and it was about one of the people that was supportive earlier in the years of my beginning. And they did this whole article and talked about what this person did as involved with West Coast Black Theater Troupe. And I was like, well, why would they not contact me? Because this is a much older man now, and they were trying to, celebrate him for his community support. And then Julie, the executive director, and I said, why would they not contact you? Because you know this man's history. And some strange writer who I had never heard of, one Sarasota Herald Tribune, wrote this article, and I called the paper and I said, well, how could you tell our story without talking to a founder?
Without getting the other source.
This man is much
Yeah.
older now. He's in a convalescent home, and you're going to tell his story without contacting me. Tell our story.
Well, isn't that considered an unauthorized biography when they do it in the film
Yes.
world
Yes.
without the, without the
Yes.
backstory of the
But a
family?
good reporter wants to know all of it.
Right,
The
you
other
want-
side,
you- I would think.
somebody looking at him while he's doing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't believe a good reporter wouldn't have contacted you.
Yeah, I was very suspect of the
Well, we ran
reporter.
into this with Whitney Houston,
Yes,
I know.
and I'm torn. To be honest, like, okay, if someone was writing about one of my late relatives, I would be mad if they did not call
Right.
me. However, how many movies am I glad got made that maybe wouldn't have gotten made if they had contacted the family? And sometimes if it's someone's life and it tells a story, like the Whitney movie that just came out, I
Right.
saw it and it's tragic, and if that movie didn't get made, I'm hoping the movie will help people who are going through any sort of addiction.
And that's the one
But
the
I'm
family
thinking
did.
that
Yes.
Meghan Markle sure doesn't want her family contacted if they make a
Oh,
movie
sure,
about her.
sure.
So
So-
you have family members that might
point.
distort the story.
That's
actually.
true,
Yeah.
or they're going to try and get their piece of
Become
fame.
the star. Yes.
Well, there's 3 different movies coming out for the 50th anniversary of the Sharon Tate murders. So it'll be interesting how different all 3 of them may be, depending on who was contacted and who wasn't.
We moved to LA shortly after that, so we went to see the house as a reporter, not out of curiosity, but we went to see the house where it happened, and it's just so stunning that there can be that kind of evil in the world. I think that's
Right.
why we still remember. The evil was just so overwhelming in that.
But think about if you say Sharon Tate's name to the average, 30, 20-year-old, 30-year-old, do they even know who she is? I mean, she was
I'd
beautiful.
say
She was
no.
she was a great actress.
Talented.
So if a movie or 3 come out about her life, it's kind of nice to keep her star and rising.
Right.
The Manson name, I think the younger generation knows,
Sure.
Right.
but probably not the victim's
And
name.
he didn't kill her memory, which would be a good thing.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to look at it. All right, well, so a Reddit user had a friend who wasn't going to his graduation, and it's because his parents weren't there. So he thought, no, all right, I'm just not going to go. But they said, well, we'll go to graduation with you. They even went so far to take the family graduation photos with him as well. Maybe too far, perhaps, stepping in as mom and dad. This is called shooting a graduation photo on a budget.
Oh, couldn't you Photoshop Mom and Dad in?
I want you to look at the diploma. Can you tell what that diploma is?
Is that paper towels? Or toilet paper?
Worse, toilet paper. Toilet paper.
Too big to be toilet paper.
Oh, two
paper.
rolls of toilet paper. The friend on the left, of course, is Dad. The friend on the right, a sad representation of Mom.
I'm a little worried about his hat, too. That's a little weird, too.
It's kind of sweet, though, isn't it? Like that the friends stepped up. Like, hey, buddy, you're not going to go to graduation.
Yeah,
No, you're going to go.
Thought behind it.
Yeah.
I say just Photoshop them in. We've got an old wedding picture that was great of everybody, but the groom's no longer a member of the family, so we just Photoshopped him out.
You did?
Yeah.
Can we see this, please? Can you please bring this in?
Note to self, always stand really close to Linda in pictures so that you can't be removed.
Actually, I think we've done that here as well.
I will Photoshop you out.
I'm asking that you please bring that in.
So you could just have one wedding picture and just bring the grooms in and out.
That might not go over real well at my house. All right, we're going to check out our mid-morning forecast.
Oh my God.
And when we come back, Nate's going to help us preview West Coast Black Theater Troupe's latest family show.
I hope you're enjoying this Friday. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone with your weather headlines today. Expect partly to mostly sunny skies. We haven't seen that in a while, but that just lasts today. As we get into our weekend, a little more cloud cover comes our way. Southeasterly winds kick in, and then we're going to have afternoon showers and storms that develop and then are brought to the coast. As far as what's happening, this area of low pressure that's been responsible for that southwesterly flow, the mugginess, the clouds, the AM showers and storms, this starts to weaken. High pressure moves in and brings us that southeasterly wind, and that's more of a summertime pattern for this time of the year. Few on and off scattered showers for today. Some inland storms could develop with the heating of the day, but for the most part, everything looking very quiet. What's also quiet is the tropics. Nothing to show you here during hurricane season. That's what we like to talk about. So as we get into the weekend, a little more shower activity along the coast, and that persists into early to mid next week.
Nate Jacob sure is a busy man. He's got a great show opening this week at the West Coast Black Theater and somehow finds time to join us. Rockin' Down Fairy Tale Lane is a rousing musical comedy that brings fairy tale characters like Snow White, the Three Little Pigs, and Jack of Beanstalk fame to life on stage with a twist. Nate, how do you do it?
I don't know. I don't think about it. I just do it. One of the things. Yeah, this is the perfect summer sizzler at WBTT. Hilarious. And we have this new kid, I think he is 10 years old, that's going to blow the audience away.
Really?
He plays Jack.
Oh, I love it.
Sings like a bird. He's just like a little grown man in this body. And people in the community start calling, saying, you got to meet this guy, meet this guy. So he's in the show. We have some of our WBTT favorites, Ariel Blue, early Dean Wilson that people known for many, many years. Some new faces. And it is just funny, and the music is all original. This is one of my only original pieces with original music that I wrote 20 years ago when I was a teacher.
Why did you decide to bring it back now?
Because the students would call me. All of them are adults now, many of them professionals in the business. You need to bring back Rockin' Down Fairy Tale Lane. That is a wonderful show. And I said, well, this summer is the right time to bring it back, workshop it, put it on stage as a professional production. So now it's more polished and professional and tweaked. New songs. I wrote about 4 or 5 new songs for the show. We have these fairy tale less that's singing like the Supremes that would blow people away throughout the evening. And just a fun, lighthearted, and the way we twisted these fairy tales you have not seen before.
Oh, boy.
We stay true to the stories, but my twist is just different than, Into the Woods did a piece pretty much close to that.
Hans Christian Andersen, you're just
I did
not
it
the same.
many years, and we invited some schools, and the teachers wrote me back and said, 20 years ago, we don't know what you're going to do with this, but the kids came back to the schools. They have not stopped talking and singing this music. Please present this again. So
that's
here I am
great.
20 years later, but it's back on stage.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
we
love
can't
it.
wait to hear a song from it. And we have 3 of your stars, Ashley Brooks, Sharice James, and Elisa White. Take it away, girls. Elisa Brooks, what?
Right, you were right.
Okay, take it away, girls.
What can we do about mean people? They're making the world a bad place. Sick and tired of mean people. You want the smile right off of your face. The world would be a better place if there were more kindness in the land. The world would be a better place if every man would try to understand and reach out and lend a hand. The world don't need no more mean people causing confusion and sorrow in the land. Lord have mercy, what are we gonna do? We need more love, we need you. We need you. We need you. We need you. Good God Almighty, troubles in the world is a doggone shame. People want to listen. We gon' make it plain. We got to love. We got to love each other. We got to love. We got to love each other. We got to love. We got to love each other. We got to love. We got to love each other. Gotta rid the world of mean people.
Oh, that's awesome. Walking Down Fairy Tale Lane runs through August 12th. For tickets and more information, go to the westcoastblacktheater.org. Next, Joey and Stephanie have a gift for every animal lover. But first, let's get some more Rockin' Down Fairy Tale Lane. Ladies.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Florine. I'm Tiffany. And we are the Fairy Tale Lane. Do-up-up, strolling down the lane. Do-up-up, Fairy Tale Lane. Do-up-up, strolling down the lane. Do-up-up, Fairy Tale Lane. As we strolling.
Chris Domine is a husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't do dialysis, if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Then Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
Imagine what you could make possible. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
So, how many of us feel completely confident about our financial future? Let's hear some specifics. Yes, go ahead.
I don't want to be a burden to my kids. When my husband died, it took almost all of our savings to give him a proper funeral. I honestly don't know if there's enough to bury me, let alone cover expenses should something happen.
Okay. Let's talk solutions. One thing you may want to get in place is a guaranteed whole life insurance policy from United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, which is a Mutual of Omaha company. This is affordable coverage, which provides a cash payment which can cover funeral expenses, bills, and other financial needs. Most payments are on their way within 24 hours. Yes, sir.
I need medical exams, things like that.
No medical exams. If you're between the ages of 45 and 85, you can call this number or you can go online and apply for coverage up to $25,000. United of Omaha Guaranteed Whole Life Insurance. Call or go online now.
It's hard to see when you're outside at night. It's time for the Atomic Beam Sunblast, the new solar-powered light that's super bright. Atomic Beam Sunblast lets you add a light anywhere, and the atomic solar panels charge the built-in lithium-ion battery quickly. Then the 180-degree motion sensor turns on the light when you get near and automatically turns off when you disappear. Look, here's a best-selling outdoor solar light, and here's the super bright Atomic Beam Sunblast. Get the super bright Atomic Beam Sunblast for only $19.99. But wait, call right now and you can double your order and get a second Sunblast, plus our best-selling Atomic Beam Flashlight. Just pay a separate fee. That's 2 Atomic Beam Sunblasts and the Atomic Beam Flashlight. Call now.
Call 1-800-431-6640. That's 1-800-431-6640. Or visit mysunblast.com. So call 1-800-431-6640. Order now.
We know dogs are man's best friend, and that certainly holds true for us. And sometimes you just can't get enough of your furry friend, and you want him all over you. I mean, literally. Well, now you can in these custom pet pajamas. Stephanie and Joey, come on out.
I love this. Check us out.
Goodness.
Crazy dog lovers everywhere. These are for you.
And this isn't just a black lab. This is Wrigley, my black lab, and that's Lulu.
And I have Lulu.
His Chihuahua. So it's custom to a photo of the actual animal. Oh, Riggs, there you are.
Yes.
Oh, a perfect gift for the person who
Very
has everything.
easy. So what I did was we took pictures of Wrigley and of Lulu. There she is. Sent them, uploaded them right to Patricia's Couture website.
Okay.
And they, they crop out the photo. So there's the one I sent of
So
Lulu.
your hairy knee is not on
Yes,
it.
I said I would rather not have that. And thanks to Cliff Rolls, we have the greatest picture of Wrigley. And they turn them into custom pajamas. And I got to tell you, these are comfy.
So soft. The quality of a knit matters in PJs, and these feel really, really
Not
good.
just stylish, but also very comfortable.
Yeah,
Has your dog
absolutely.
seen them yet?
Not yet.
Not
I can't
yet.
wait to debut them. But they also have other products. They have a really nice pillow. Like a pillow here, which that actually looks like Wrigley,
Yeah,
even
it
though it's
does.
not him. They have a caftan, which I
Oh,
love.
I love that one.
So this is for the serious dog lover. They also have for the guys, and I like this as maybe a little, if you guys
That's
a little
cute.
maybe
What
not
is
as
that?
bold.
It's a pocket.
It's a pocket,
kerchief.
square.
Yeah.
It's a pocket kerchief for guys. So it's kind of nice. You can show as much of the dog as you're comfy with.
Yeah, I
But
love that.
So this is a
We
fun.
think these are so much fun. I'm thinking for college, absolutely,
Yeah.
because leaving the dog is traumatic, so the dog can go to college on the PJs.
Yes, and what a great way to send your kid who's going to miss the dog
Right.
with a nice gift. Also, it does take a little while because they are handmade. So if this is something you're thinking about maybe for Christmas or for the holidays, I would go ahead and order them
Start
now.
looking at it now. In fact, you can get a great deal if you do it now as well. They're having a Christmas in July sale. So it's 25% off all the custom orders if you order by July 31st. So I know that means you're going to have to get it in very quickly by the beginning of next week. But remember, it's the picture of your pet or whatever pet you send them, and then it is custom made. So I do think it's an amazing present for a serious dog lover.
Yes, and if you're the kind of person too, I would play it around. You will upload the photo. You can get a kind of a preview of what your dog will look like. Because maybe Lulu wouldn't look good as a throw pillow, but she wears very, very well. I gotta say, I
looks
might
great as
rock
pajamas.
these around town.
Yeah, they're very comfortable, and we like trendy pet things because we're crazy pet people, and we know a lot of you are too. So visit patriciascouture.com if you would like some custom pet pajamas, pillows, and other things for your home. Coming up next, Mermaid Design teaches us about jewelry making.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with a family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, fishing, or biking and hiking. Or play the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy the flavors of the Black Belt. Book your adventure at our lodges or stay in the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Webb. The deadline is here to get registered to vote in the August primaries. We'll tell you how to make sure your voice gets heard this election season. That's Monday on Good Morning Suncoast. Josh?
And all last week we had that southwesterly flow, but now it looks like we're going to have a change, and the southeasterly winds will kick in to bring us more of a typical summertime pattern for us.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
My name is Blake. I received a heart transplant when I was 2 weeks old. I play defense for the Red Hot Tornadoes. Sometimes my heart starts pounding like faster and faster as I go. I know I have someone else's heart inside me. It makes me feel happy because someone was generous enough to give me a second chance to live.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Sam from Tsunami Sushi in the kitchen. And Sam, I understand you have your 5th annual Also Night coming up. Tell us about that.
That's right, Stephanie. We are super excited about Also with Sushi. Also is it's a charity, a group of people that help LGBT youth, and we're doing an awesome event 5 to 8 p.m. on September 18th. So come check it out.
All right, we will. We'll get it on the calendars, and we'll join you to learn more about the Sushi Towers in just a little bit. Joey?
Well, we all appreciate a unique piece of jewelry, but it becomes even more special when you create it yourself. Lynn Cirillo owns Mermaid's Design Studio and teaches at the Venice Arts Center, and she's here to show us how to make our very own bling. Now, Lynn, I should warn you that Linda is a huge fan of mermaids.
I
Me too.
am.
Yeah.
I am. Every room in my house has a mermaid.
Yes.
Mine practically too.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. When that's the name of your studio.
Even my car has a mermaid.
Well, let's make some.
All right, so well, first let's tell me about Mermaid Design Studio. Where did you come up with the inspiration? You love mermaids, so
I
does
love
Linda?
mermaids, and actually I made some out of wire, and then the wire ended up jewelry and this and that, and the aluminum just kind of took off. So one thing led to another, and now I teach.
Oh, that's wonderful. You teach, I know, at Venice Arts Center.
Yes, Venice Arts Center.
And a lot of our viewers have probably seen you and your work, which we're looking at right now. Beautiful stuff. Every week at the Venice Farmers Market.
Venice Farmers Market. We're behind City Hall now, temporary, while they're working on the streets.
Oh, that's great. All right, well, it's amazing that this all starts with wire.
It does, and actually I used to use floral wire, but now it comes in big rolls, like 39 feet. You can get colors and all that stuff, so there's so many things you can do with it, and it's so pliable.
And you are going to teach us today how to make rings, and I'm just going to show you a couple of the examples right here. It's really beautiful the way that you're able to turn.
That's a flat wire. It looks like a little, floral kind of thing. It's, you can do all kinds of stuff with it.
And it looks like some of it's even hammered to give it a little more
it keeps
shape
that
and
shape,
depth.
right? And you can texture. I use a special hammer. This is like domed here, so don't use like a regular hammer because it's not going to work right.
Okay, all right, let's get started.
So what I do is sometimes I start with a little curl. Then you want to kind of hammer it out.
There you go.
See the edge there? It kind of brings it out.
Oh, yeah.
It totally changes it. It flattens it. Then you want to take a ring mandrel or something round, like a wooden dowel, lipstick, mascara thing, whatever.
that's
good. Okay. Yeah,
so
that
you don't
works.
have to have
You don't
specific
have to have
jeweler's
this,
tools.
just if you're going to do different sizes. But lipsticks and or
In
even
fact, I'm going to show you actually use one of these.
So I do. So I
And
use
she's a
this.
pro.
This is like a this is a
let's hold that
size.
still so you can see that for a second.
It's a size like 7.5, so you can go around that. If you want it tapered, you get that mascara that has a tapered end on there.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
You're very resourceful.
I am. And so what I'm going to do here, I wrapped it around like 3 times.
Okay.
Just like that. And you don't always have to start at the end. You can actually pull one piece down over the other and make like a little rosette.
Oh, wow.
But
Isn't
you have
that
an artist's
neat?
mind. I would never think of that.
I just...
You do it so quickly, I imagine, because you know what you're doing.
And look at that, she just made a ring.
Yeah, let's see.
A
Look at
rose.
that.
It looks like a rose.
and then, same thing with this. And then you can just go back and around.
So I have a question about teaching, because you are obviously extremely skilled at this and it comes naturally to you. When you take a class with you at Venice Art Center, are you working on a main project as a group?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like this here is one of my classes coming up, the pendant.
Oh, the pendant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and once you kind of do the pendant, you know how to do that frame. You can go ahead and do other shapes. You can fill them in with beads.
That's lovely.
I have over 22 classes. I'm pretty sure this time the schedule's getting ready to come out online. We just did like a proofreading and things like that.
So I would choose a class based on the project, and then as a group we would all individually make a project.
But you know, if you want to kind of go off and go like, yeah, I really don't like those kind of beads. Can I just do something bold? Bring your beads, or I'll bring one, and you can kind of switch it up and make it your own.
Oh, that's nice. You seem like you're flexible.
Yeah, you have, because I don't want everybody to come out, and they never do, with the same exact
20
beads.
people.
Right,
Same
right.
piece of jewelry.
Exactly.
Well, I know
Linda's greatest nightmare.
Boring.
I know Linda is a fan of your mermaid work, so would you be able to show Linda how to make one of the rings? And Linda, you can't do it wrong.
Mermaid wing.
All right,
Oh,
so
I bet
we're
I
going to
can.
start with the curl.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead. I already have the curl done.
Oh,
so
I get to
you're
hammer?
to hammer it. Yep.
Look out, Joey. I
Straight
made
up
this.
and down. There you go.
This is one of her specialties.
Yes.
Is that enough?
That's awesome.
She's also a fan of
Thank you
getting
very
out
much.
aggression.
Thank you,
so that
thank
is-
you.
And this is, yeah, I have a friend who likes saying, like, you hammering jewelry today? I'm coming over. Yeah, hi, Elaine. Okay, so this is, you're going to go and wrap it around.
Hold it with your thumb.
Hold it with your thumb, and you're going to wrap it around whatever size you want. Okay, so hold that with your thumb, and pull down from this here, and and do it very lightly. Yeah.
Very lightly.
It's
now
just
can
very
I start
easy.
going off on design?
Exactly, design some. Look at her go.
Not exactly
Look at
like
that
you
artistic
did.
brain work.
Isn't that neat? And then you just squish it down.
Squish it down. That's a
And you can bend
music note.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
me?
You
I'm
are.
not
She's
agree with
making a
that.
triple club.
She can already see something out of it. That's awesome.
Nobody else can.
It doesn't matter.
How's that? How's
there
that?
you go. Yeah.
Wait,
Do you
hold
want to
it still
hammer?
so we can see.
Can I
We wanna-
hammer it?
Wait, hold it still so our viewers can
Go ahead and
see your work.
That's not bad, Linda.
Thank you
That's
very
great.
much.
That's something.
Nate, not bad
Linda.
was not what I was going for.
Here you go.
That's beautiful. Linda.
Thank you. That's better. That's better.
you just-
Beautiful.
okay, now just try it on now. Go ahead. You can put it on.
Aw.
So what do you think?
All right.
Yeah.
Linda, that is fabulous.
It's
All
a
right.
statement piece.
It is. It's a cocktail ring now.
I
A
have
lot
a
of people have been
feeling.
talking
It's
about
so
it.
I have a feeling you're going to be seeing Linda down
You
at some
think?
of your classes. Now, you can see Lynn at the Venice Farmers Market Saturday mornings from 8 to noon. You can also find her at the Venice Art Center Family Fun Day. That is this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. For more information, visit veniceartcenter.com. All right, Linda, we love your jewelry. Another thing that we love is Linda introduces us to the most interesting people. We're going to chat with a psychic from the Sarasota Mystic Fair, find out what is coming up this weekend.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Webb. Coming up today at noon, the man accused of secretly videotaping people that had rented his Longboat Key condo is getting some jail time. We'll tell you just how long he could be behind bars. And the deadline to register to vote in the upcoming August primary is just days away for both Sarasota and Manatee counties. We'll tell you where you can go to make sure your voice is heard. Right now, though, let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Josh Stone.
All right, thanks so much, Stephanie. On this Friday, not a bad voting day. We have south-southwesterly winds that will be light. Sea is just offshore about 2 feet, and that's about it. 89 degrees at the beach today, and the UV index will be high 11. That's like the highest level on the scale, so put your sunscreen on. We'll have mostly sunny skies today. That's been a change, right? 90 won't be your high today in Sarasota, but the feel-like temperature will be around 100 degrees this afternoon.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
How do you open tough jar lids? Do you try this one? Or this one? Or how about this one?
Honey?
This is the future. Shouldn't there be a robot for this by now? There is. Introducing RoboTwist, the robotic jar opener that easily twists off even the toughest lids. Just set it down, press the button, and watch it work. First, the RoboStrong vise locks down tight. Then the powerful twisting action unscrews the lid. RoboTwist is yours for the special introductory price of just $19.99. That's right, the robotic jar opener that easily twists off even the toughest lids, all for just $19.99. Whether the jar is big or small, RoboTwist can open them all. Supplies are limited, so don't delay. Here's how to get yours today.
Call 1-800-347-1073. That's 1-800-347-1073. Or order online at buyrobotwist.com.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. Talk with your doctor to create a treatment plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
We like to feature places and people and things that make the Suncoast a great place to call home. But this one might surprise you. Sarasota has a reputation in the metaphysical community as a special location with powerful energy, vortexes, and spiritual forces. And the 8th annual Sarasota Mystic Fair is coming to the Sarasota Auditorium this weekend, so maybe you want to check it out. Joining us is the organizer of the fair, psychic medium, Candace Strafford. Welcome, Candace.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for having me. I appreciate all of you.
I don't believe in many things, but I do believe in you. I do believe in you. Tell me about the Mystic Fair.
Well, the Mystic Fair, it is our 8th year. We have about 70 exhibitors, and we will be offering about 25 of those exhibitors will be psychics, so they will be offering psychic readings, mediumship readings, so you can connect to people on the other side. A lot of healing takes place with those readings. And we have the vendors selling crystals and art and shamanic tools, healing tools. So we're really excited about bringing it to mainstream and bringing it to Sarasota, because Sarasota really does support and loves the fair. We also will have healers doing Reiki and energy work, past life regressions, aura photography, spirit guide portraits. So a lot of things for everyone.
So you can have a reading right on the spot.
You can have a reading right on the spot. The psychics set their own fees. It's averaging $20 to $35 for 15 to 25 minutes.
Okay, could you do us? Now, you haven't even met Stephanie, Joey, Nate. So could you just go down the line and do it like
I can try. I'm a little camera shy, but I can try.
Oh, the spirits probably love the camera.
I'm sure they do. Otherwise, you know, I wouldn't be here right now. So, let me start with Nate. It was Nate. Nate, let me start with Nate. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I won't tell you anything, you know, horrific. Not on camera. Not on camera. Okay, so let's see. I won't share your secrets. Okay, so, well, gosh, okay. I am seeing some new projects, and I'm seeing you in interaction with paperwork and getting permission for some project to move forward. I am seeing red tape, but the red tape is going to be alleviated within the next few months, but it is causing frustration for you, but it's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Aha!
All right.
We know that's true. Okay. Do Joey.
Okay, Joey, let me see. Again, project for you working on. I am seeing you talking to someone, wanting information. I'm seeing a little frustration, not the same as Nate's, but frustration about something. Again, I am seeing you moving through that. I am hearing someone say, just go for it, go for it. And I'm seeing celebratory news.
Oh, good. Oh, cool. Yes. I think anybody who's met me in the last week sees the frustration.
Well, I only met you this morning, so it's
good.
Cool.
Okay.
Stephanie.
Stephanie?
Stephanie.
Yes?
Sure.
Okay, all right. I like to have permission too. I don't walk around the street in grocery stores reading people. I think that's intrusive.
Yes.
So, okay. I wouldn't want anybody to do that to me. All right, Stephanie, let's see. I'm seeing some travel. I'm not sure if you just traveled or getting ready to travel, but I am seeing some travel. And then I'm also seeing trepidation about something. I'm not sure what that is. New beginnings for someone. That could be somebody around you or yourself. That's how, this psychic world works. And then I am seeing, but see, I was listening a little bit, so I am seeing a bill or writing of a check. But I don't know in what context that's coming.
Hopefully they're writing it to me.
No. I know. I was just checking
that.
I'm just thinking, okay, well, is she writing this or is she receiving this? So, and I'm seeing an opportunity coming your way to host something or, I guess that would be the right word, host something or make a presentation to
Wow.
at something.
Well, before we run out of time, do me.
Okay. All right. I love you, Linda. Okay, let's see. Okay, Linda. Okay. I am seeing something. Is it medical? No, it's not medical. It's dental. So I am seeing a dental issue or visit. And then I'm also seeing some changes coming to you. Okay, you ready? Mm-hmm. New people coming into your life. Possibly a man.
Oh my gosh!
Oh. Well, maybe it's the hot dentist from the dancing video.
Actually, nobody knows this, but I have a dental appointment in about 4 hours. I made late yesterday. Not even the dentist probably knows.
Marry him if he asks.
Well, if you want to have an otherworldly experience, visit the Sarasota Mystic Fair. You never know who you'll bump into there. It's Saturday and Sunday, July 28th and 29th at the Sarasota Municipal Auditorium. For more information, go to mysticfairs.com. Next, we'll tell you about a fun outreach for Suncoast kids.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, canoeing, camping, and more. Or challenge yourself on Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy a Deep South dining experience. Book your adventure in one of our members' lodges or stay at the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
Each day, researchers make discoveries that bring us closer to the moment when all cancer patients can become survivors. Their progress is made possible with the help of clinical trials. Clinical trials are the brightest torch researchers have to light their way towards better treatments. And if you've been diagnosed with cancer, they may be your brightest ray of hope. Speak with your doctor and visit standuptocancer.org/clinical trials to learn more. Together, we can stand up for all of us.
I think about my own family and I think about my own kids' dream, and I see these kids' dream.
There's something about dance that just is universal and just speaks to everybody.
Every day, some student makes a breakthrough, discovers something.
Teaching is about giving. It's a different kind of giving. When I teach, I know it's a gift that I'm giving.
In life after the military, it's our duty as veterans to have each other's back. I'm retired Colonel Greg Gatson, and it's my mission to help you get the benefits and services you've earned. If you need to file a VA claim, remember these important steps. Submit an online claim through ebenefits.va.gov. Work with an accredited Veteran Service Organization, or VSO. And if you need to attend a VA claim exam, please go. Visit this website to learn what to expect.
Okay, we haven't totally lost it, but we are going to have a lot of fun. There is a really fun and free event coming up this Saturday. It's the Sarasota Nerf Games, and you are never too old for some good old-fashioned fun. This is actually hosted by Suncoast Flag Football. So you bring out your Nerf guns and your ammo and your safety glasses, and you get a big day of fun Nerf wars. It's an opportunity to act like a kid again, and for your kid to try out for Suncoast Flag Football. It's going on. Ooh, boy, this got some good old range.
I know.
Here's the deal. Kids are encouraged to wear either a red shirt or a blue shirt, and they'll be put into teams.
And get all their aggression
That's
out
right.
with Nerf things, Nerf bullets that won't hurt anybody.
And this is all at Evie's Tavern on the Range. So come on out Saturday, 11 o'clock, eviesbeeridge.com for more information.
We better pick up these darts.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be busy this afternoon. All right, coming up next, don't shoot the food. Tsunami is in the kitchen.
We'll never find out.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Webb. Coming up today at noon, the man that police believe is behind a double murder in Bradenton has been found. We'll tell you where. And a new tool to help solve murder cases. We are going to take you inside a forensics body farm. But right now, though, let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Josh Stone.
All right, Stephanie, it's going to be another warm one today as we're topping out at 91 degrees. Our average for a high this time of the year is 90, so basically right where we should be, but the heat index or the feel-like temperature will be 100 degrees. Notice these two words, mostly and sunny. We haven't seen that in quite a while. Well, that's going to be the case today, but things change as we get into the weekend. We have more cloud cover, and then with the southeasterly wind kicking in, we're going to have showers and storms in the afternoon that will eventually make their way towards the coast, and we'll be in that pattern as we get into early to mid next week.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
We've been fighting the war on drugs for a long time. We answer the phone 24/7, 365 days a year. On a busy night, we answer hundreds of calls. This war on drugs needs our intervention.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has helped people struggling with drugs and alcohol.
When the phone rings, we help people when they need it the most. When we get a caller into treatment, it feels right. It feels good. It's a blessing.
If you're struggling, drinking, using, and need to get clean, don't suffer alone in silence. Call Addiction Hope and Helpline.
Our people understand, and many are also in recovery. Call for support and strength. You can call for someone who can't or isn't willing. It's an act of love. Together we can help you beat this thing and erase addiction from your vocabulary once and for all.
Call 800-871-1644. 800-871-1644.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Coming up Monday morning at 9 on Suncoast View, learn how to keep cool this summer with unique fabric of bamboo. We're going to talk to Bambooty Body Gear. I love this name, about what makes their clothing different. We'll get crafty for a cause with the Meadows Craft Group, and we'll show you how you can get great art and help Suncoast organizations at the same time. Plus, it's Makeover Madness, and Gold Rush Barbecue joins us in the kitchen.
Welcome back. We're here with Sam from Tsunami Sushi. What are you making?
Today we are going to do a variety of what we call sushi towers at Tsunami.
Ooh, sounds good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's easy to make, and it looks so cool. When you
Yeah, the
finish.
presentation is so awesome.
They're really neat.
And it's so easy. You can do it at home. You could
make it with anything.
Easier than rolling sushi, because I know we've had varying levels of success with
So
that.
much easier.
All
So
right.
much easier. Okay, so you want to get started?
Yeah, what's our base?
Okay, so I brought 3 different towers that are all on the menu at Tsunami. And I just wanted to show the variety of things that you can do, how versatile this recipe is.
Okay.
So over here we've got brown rice. This is called forbidden rice.
Right.
It's a black rice, super healthy. Forbidden, yes. And this is sushi rice here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take about a 1/4 cup of that and put it at the bottom of our base. Now, if you don't have something like this, which you can buy at Sur La Table, it's just a...
I was going to ask you where we can get those. Those are really cool.
Comes in a square, circle. You can just use a cup, like a to-go cup, a small bowl, coffee cup, whatever you want. You could do it as small as a shot glass, too.
Oh, cool. It's little appetizers.
All right, so we're going to take a 1/4 cup of that rice, and we're going to push it in the bottom of our little...
Okay, I'll hold the bowl, you push the rice then.
All right, teamwork over here. I love it. So helpful.
How
Linda.
much do we
You can just watch.
I was going to say, Stephanie, you can see she's a do-it-herself kind of a gal. I'm just over here.
Sharing's not my forte.
Steph is on it.
I'm an only
always.
child.
I love it.
I don't know how to
And I'm
share.
the youngest, so I'm happy you're doing it.
That's why we get along.
Okay, so we're going to push that down. You want it to be pretty firm because we are going to pick it up and move it to our plate once we finish.
Okay.
Next, we've got some avocado and cucumber. Like I said, this recipe is so versatile. So if you do not like any of these vegetables, you could, do zucchini or cucumber, whatever you wanted.
Can we recreate one of the rolls on your menu that we like when we try this at home?
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah. If you're going to do something that's not cooked like raw salmon, make sure it's sushi grade at home because we want to be safe with what we eat. So let's do, why don't we start with the cucumber?
Okay. Oh, I went
All right.
the other way.
That's okay, Steph.
That's all right. He said you can't make a mistake.
It's versatile.
It's good.
You can do whatever you want. So cucumber's down, avocado goes next.
You shaved that cucumber, I got to say, really, really small, right?
Do you have to push that?
Yeah, it's Julian. I don't do it.
You
My
don't.
chef does it.
He has people.
Because I've cut myself before and I just don't. So you don't have to do it. You can just dice it.
Okay.
You could dice
Do
it.
you mesh the...
Right. You don't want, but you want it to be a layer. Okay. So if you can see in
Sort
our
of a
finished
stick.
product, it's kind of layered there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So push that down. For mine, I've got, this is a purple yam, or we call it purple sweet potato, and then regular sweet potato. We've tempura fried it. You could bake it. You could steam it.
Wow.
It's all in the recipe there.
That's cool.
That is cool.
See, you guys have sushi grade
We have
salmon.
salmon, yeah.
And then mango to finish. So this one's kind of a tropical,
nice.
fun thing over here. And then we've got spicy crab and spicy tuna. This is the
Wow,
ahi tuna
we hit the
tower on
jackpot.
our menu.
Spicy, I like that.
Yeah, so this one's spicy, so be careful.
Wow.
So I'm going to go with the purple sweet potato here. And then I finish with the regular sweet potato. And you just,
What am I finishing with over here?
that's spicy tuna there.
Oh, spicy tuna.
So you're going to do a crab salad and spicy tuna.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Seeing the different shapes too, it makes me wonder if somehow you could make, like, as we get toward the holidays, you could have like a little
Christmas
snowman,
tree.
a Christmas tree.
A gingerbread.
Yes, a gingerbread sushi tower.
I am nervous about the release.
The
How do we
release.
do the
Okay.
release?
So what we're going to do is we're going to carefully pick this guy up.
Okay.
Put it on your plate.
Okay.
Carefully pick it up and put it on the plate. Can we get the plate
You can
closer?
move it, yeah. All right. So then you just hold it and then
From the top.
remove it. It's really not that tough.
Go.
Okay, here we go.
You ready?
Okay,
Yep.
pull it off.
Oh, I love this.
See how pretty
Yay! That is so cool. Oh my gosh, these are so much fun.
I'm a chef.
Look at you.
That's
probably
perfect.
the best looking thing we've ever created.
It looks just like the finished
Put a little bit of
product.
sauce. Is this
Right.
the sauce I should use?
That's yes, that's a coconut sauce.
Okay.
Here, you guys can do the spicy
All
mayo.
right.
Wow.
Nate, we've uncovered yet another talent for you. I love it. All right, these are amazing sushi towers. You can get them at Tsunami Sushi, or you can make them yourself at home like we did. Enjoy the day. Take some time. Enjoy the Suncoast View. Great to have you, Nate.